Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Rams pregame show presented by Little Caesars, the official pizza of the LA Rams. I'm JB Long. We're here at SoFi Stadium. It's Week 7, and the Las Vegas Raiders are in town with my friends Troy Santiago, Ricardo Lopez, and Ricky Hollywood. Is a very special Vamos Rams Day, one we look forward to every season here in Inglewood. Good to see you, gentlemen. How was your bye?
Well, it was really good, and I'm happy to be here with you guys. And we are prepared to enjoy this game.
So you're telling me the bye came at a good time for the Los Angeles Rams. Ricardo, you agree?
You know what? It came very early, but it couldn't be better. Just like last year, when the Rams needed a bye week last year, worked very well, and I think it's going to work out very well this year too.
You make the key point. It's early, so we'll see how it feels when we get to November and December, of course, maybe even January. But right now, you're right. It's just what the doctor ordered. And you can go back to last season and look at the Rams finishing 7-1 after their bye and hope for similar results.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, right now it's a game at a time, right? And the Rams need to play with energy, effort, and confidence. And actually, the standings of the division, they are not too far. I mean, obviously, the Seahawks are playing right now. They are winning, so I hope Atlanta make us a favor. And later, San Francisco and the Cardinals. But right now, the division, it's open. You know, San Francisco and Seattle are tied 3-3. Arizona 2-4, and we are 1-4. And the records are reflecting the way the Rams are playing, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I agree. The sting of 1-4 softened a little bit when every other team in your division has at least 3 losses. But Ricardo, the point is, we're due to see the Rams' best football. We haven't seen that yet through 5 games.
Yeah, and we're still waiting for a complete game. And I'm very encouraged, JB, by the mentality of the team. They know they are not too far. They are not panicking either, which is great. You see the maturity in every single player and coach in this team.
Let's start on offense, and unfortunately, still no Cooper Kupp today. He's officially inactive. Joe Noteboom also not ready to go, though we do hope to see him back along the Rams' offensive line sooner rather than later. So is it Kyren Williams? Is it Jordan Whittington? Who are you looking for today?
Kyren Williams, I mean, he's a workhorse, and we need to run. We definitely need to run. The Raiders are not good enough to stop the running game, so I think today is going to be a great day for Kyren Williams and also maybe for Blake Garland.
The Rams have won 3 in a row against these Las Vegas Raiders, 5 of their last 6. How about a player on offense that you're looking for?
Wow, definitely running the ball with Kyren, but I also want to see Blake Corum, who has shown his explosiveness in the few limited opportunities he has had. And also I think this is a game where the Rams could get the tight ends more involved. We need to see the best version of Colby Parkinson. We haven't yet. Hopefully it starts to change a little bit now.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago when we were here, he did have a career high total in terms of targets, catches, and yards. But you're right. They need more production out of that particular position. All right, let's flip to defense now. And as you get set to face Aiden O'Connell and these Las Vegas Raiders without their top 2 receiving targets, you know, the last time we saw the Rams, they were shaking things up in their secondary. What to expect from today?
Well, today we need to see in his best level Quentin Lake, because it's going to be the guy who's going to cover Brock Bowers. He's the best tight end right now, and Quentin, obviously, at the game with the Packers, they make adjustments, and he should have put Quentin Lake as a safety. But today, I think he needs to be more in charge of the slot.
Yeah, good point, Troy. Ricardo, as for the pass rush, Kobe Turner leads his team in sacks, but the 2 rookies are the top 2 rookies in the entire pass rush scene across the National Football League, leading the league in pressures.
Yeah, Jared Bears and Braden Fisk have been very good. They can be great. And I think today, JB, Troy, they are not facing a mobile quarterback like in past weeks. Like, Aidan O'Connell is a big guy, big arm, but he doesn't have the mobility, and he's not a running threat like, you know, Kyler and Love and even Brock Purdy. So I'm expecting a few sacks today by the Rams DL.
That's a great point. In fact, according to Next Gen Stats, O'Connell has literally never scrambled. Like in his entire NFL career, he's never scrambled for yardage. How about at linebacker, especially on a day when you're going to be dealing with maybe the emerging best tight end in the league in Brock Bowers?
Yeah, well, we need to see what Omar Specs bring to the table, you know, because
the Omar Spades day.
Yeah, maybe he's one of the changes they're going to make in the position of linebacker, because obviously Troy Reader has a green dot, and he's the one who communicates everything to the all the defense. But I don't know if Chris Russell is right now in the best level, so we need to see changes, and I think Omar Spades is one of those.
I've gone too far without mentioning our Vamos Rams t-shirts today.
Oh.
How great are these?
Oh, well, they're pretty good. I love it.
The three of us don't wear them as well as Ricky Hollywood, though, so let's send it over to someone who makes all the fashion look good for Ricky's rundown.
Thanks, guys. I don't know if you can hear it, probably not through the broadcast, but the in-stadium music right now is such a vibe, putting me in a great mood here. Let's go back in history a little bit. The Rams are 5-1 against the Raiders since 1998, and Matthew Stafford has averaged 360 passing yards per game, including 3 of his starts with Detroit. Now, also, the Rams need to continue to pass the ball around through the offense. They are one of 3 teams with 6 or more players that have 110 or more receiving yards, so that's great. Jordan Whittington, as we've talked about, has 13 receptions and 151 yards over the past 2 games, so let's keep that going. And lastly, like you just talked about it is our Vamos Rams game. We're going to have the Mariachi Reina de Los Angeles performing alongside our very own Mariachi Rams at halftime. And these shirts that we're all rocking that look so cool, you can get the Mr. Cartoon designed Vamos Rams shirt here in the equipment room at SoFi Stadium.
All right, thank you very much, Ricky. Let's get a profile now of the Raiders, who have trailed by double digits in each and every one of their games so far this season. They're last in the NFL in turnover margin, and they just traded their best offensive player to the New York Jets in Devontae Adams.
Well, thanks God, because, we are not have to worry about the Devontae Adams. But actually, I think, as Ricardo said before, this is going to be a great game for our pass rushers because the left tackle, Colton Miller, allowed a team high of 14 pressures and the most sacks by offensive tackle, 6 in this season. So it's going to be a great day, I think, for Jared Verse, for Byron Young, so we'll see.
And Ricardo, going the other direction, I think the Rams need to have their best day up front along their offensive line. Max Crosby is a game-wrecking force who can come out of here with an upset if you let him wreak havoc.
He is arguably the best in the league, maybe with TJ Watt in that position of the defensive end. And when I see him, I see like a big spider. He's, scary. He moves one side. He jumps like so quickly. His ability to move from one side, from the inside to the outside, the length of his arms, his relentlessness. He is a big problem. However, the Raiders don't have a very strong interior part of the line. They have some injuries there, so hopefully Rob Havenstein have a good game, and also some help by the running back and the tight end to blocking Max Crosby.
Like a big spider. Very seasonal, Ricardo. Nicely played here as we get deep in the month of October and get set.
A giant one.
Before we close it out, it's time for our delivery of the game, delivered by Little Caesars, official pizza of your LA Rams. Each week we take a close look at which player we think will deliver today, in this case against the Raiders. Troy, I have you up first.
Kyron Williams, he will get his touchdown number 23 and 24, and he will pass Eric Dickerson for the most scrimmage touchdown by a Rams player in his first 17 games.
His streak is live. Ricardo?
You know what, Rob Havenstein I mentioned, but also Troy Reader or Christian Rosburn. They're playing basically for their starting positions in the defense. They have to tackle better. We saw what Crab, the Packers tight end, did in that game. They missed some tackles. So it's a big game for them trying to control Bro Bowers. Bowers is going to have his catches. He's amazing, but you need to control him.
Erica, your delivery of the game?
Absolutely. Let's go Kobe Turner. He needs to continue to be a leader on this young defense. And the Raiders are tied for first with most interceptions in the league, so let's add another one to the list today.
All right, I like it. I'm going to go with the Rams offensive line, in part because of Crosby, in part because they now have 4 games together with this unit up front, which I think is going to bear fruit, especially with the bye week, to really get themselves collectively in terms of their communication. Matthew Stafford has been pressured way too often, hit and sacked way too often this season for the Rams to get to where they're trying to go. I think this week especially, home against the Raiders, home against the Vikings, let's see if they can clean up that area of their operation. All right, that's a wrap on our Rams pregame show, delivered by Little Caesars. With the Little Caesars Pizza pregame, game time grub just got more rewarding. Click on the QR code at the bottom left of the screen and order in the app on game day to earn rewards. Kickoff is just after the 1 o'clock hour here Pacific time on CBS. You can catch the Spanish radio broadcast with my friends Troy and Ricardo on Tuliga Radio 1330 AM here in the Los Angeles area. For Troy, Ricardo, and Ricky Hollywood, I'm JB Long. The Rams and the Raiders in Week 7 here at SoFi. Remember, 2 home games in 5 days That was the formula last year to get to double-digit victories and a playoff spot. Let's see if Sean McVay and the Rams can do it again.
Are we done?